Hello, welcome to Your Simple Golf Swing. I'm Matt, and this is Pumpkin, my 9-month-old beagle. Well, are you frustrated with your drives? Have you been struggling to try to get more distance and just can't seem to get that ball out there as far as you want to? And do you think maybe it's because somebody has told you that you need to increase your swing speed in order to hit that ball out there farther? Well, I got some good news for you. I'm going to tell you that you can increase your speed without increasing your swing speed. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I'm going to go over that with you in this video. So just bear with me. I've got a lot of information to cover, but this will help a lot of you guys out there, especially you senior golfers. You know that you hear people saying that you got to swing 120 miles an hour to be able to hit long drives, and you just know you're never going to get there. You know, you're beyond the age of 55, beyond the age of 60, and you just don't have any more in the tank to be able to swing that club any faster. So what hope do you have to hit further drives? Well, it would sound like you don't have much hope at all. But I'm here to tell you something different. I'm here to help educate you a little bit on what actually causes distance and show you that there is a way that you can really launch some golf balls way out there a lot further than you probably ever dreamed of. Before we get started, I want to welcome all the new viewers to my channel. I teach the Mike Dunaway swing method. It's the most efficient, effective, and powerful swing you'll ever experience. If you want to learn the swing quickly, I've created an online course. There's a link that you can sign up for down in the description. Go ahead after the video, click on that link, get started right away. You'll be able to use this swing by your next golf outing. Okay, let's get into today's lesson. What causes distance? Well, we know that force causes distance. The amount of force that you can put in the back of that golf ball with this club head is going to cause distance. Well, how do we create that force? What creates force? What allows us to be able to strike that ball with a maximum force and send it way out there? Well, you might be surprised. A lot of people have been telling you that it's swing speed and you got to get your club head going faster and faster and faster. But it's not really swing speed. Swing speed does have a little bit to do with it, but more importantly, what causes force is mass times acceleration. So what does that mean? It means the more mass that you have and the more you accelerate through the ball, the further you're going to be able to hit the ball, okay? I want to say some things right out here that are going to debunk some of the people that are going to try to leave comments on here that are going to do nothing more than distract you and disinform you or misinform you. If swing speed were king, if swing speed were the answer and the end-all be-all to distance, then why would anybody teach that you want to accelerate through the ball? And everybody that teaches swing speed teaches that you want to be accelerating through the ball and you want to try to imagine getting to your max speed this far out in front of the ball, roughly, about 12 to 18 inches. They all say that. Well, if swing speed is key, why would you want your max swing speed to be beyond the ball? Wouldn't you want your max swing speed to be at the ball rather than beyond the ball? So that right there tells you that there's a little bit skewed in what they're trying to teach you on swing speed. Well, now they are teaching acceleration, and that is important because that's part of this force equals mass times acceleration. So the more mass that we can put into that ball and the more acceleration we put into that ball, the further the ball's going to go. Now, what does that mean to you? Well, it means to you that it's your mass and your acceleration that's going to matter, not necessarily how fast you can swing this club. I did a video a while back, and I showed Troy Mullins, and she's a professional long-distance champion, okay? She launched a drive 398 yards, and when they clocked her swing speed or her club head speed, it was only going 116 miles an hour. Now, according to swing speed theory, swing speed requires about 1 mile per hour for every 2.58 yards that you'll gain. And this is on carry. This isn't on rollout, okay? In full disclosure, Troy's drive at 116 mile an hour club head speed landed at about 362 yards. So that's a pretty far carry, okay? So let's get back to swing speed. Okay, swing speed. If you just do a Google search on, miles per hour equals how many yards with a swing speed, most of them come out to about 2.58 yards per mile per hour. So with that formula or with that equation, then if you're swinging at 100 miles an hour, you should expect to carry roughly, depending on atmospheric conditions and all that, and winds and stuff like that, and altitude, you should expect a carry of about 258 yards. Well, a lot of you won't even get anywhere near 100 mile an hour swing speed. Most of you are probably around 80, some of you are around 90, some are around 95. Some of the younger guys, yeah, they might have that faster swing speed. But you as an average golfer, a weekend golfer, you're probably somewhere in the 80 to 90 range. So are you stuck with only hitting 220, 230 yards for the rest of your life? No, you're not. If you look at the math of Troy Mullen's swing and the distance that she got, she's actually getting about 3.1 yards per mile per hour of swing speed, okay? Now, why is that important to you? That's of huge importance to you, because if you are swinging at 90 miles an hour and you're getting 3 yards per mile per hour, you can expect 270 yards of carry. Now, on a firm fairway, and if you have the proper trajectory, you could easily expect 30 yards of roll, easily. Softer conditions, wet conditions, not so much, but you can reach 300 yards with just a 90 mile an hour swing speed. Well, how does Troy do that? Well, it's in the way that she keeps her mass behind the ball and then throws it into the ball, and the way she's accelerating through the ball. Now, the swing that I teach, the Your Simple Golf Swing method based on Mike Austin, Mike Dunaway, it incorporates those factors, or it incorporates those unique swing characteristics that allow you to automatically and naturally throw your mass into the ball and accelerate as you're coming through. Now let's discuss mass for a second, okay? I did a video previously where I talked about how mass going into the ball is very important. And I talked about if you have two people that are that have the exact same acceleration into the ball and even the same swing speed, yet one person has more mass than the other person, then if you look at that equation, mass times acceleration equals force. So let's say you have a 130-pound person and they're swinging at 90 miles an hour, or they're accelerating. They've got an acceleration factor, let's say, of 2. We'll just say an acceleration factor of 2. And their mass is 130, because they weigh 130 pounds, right? So you've got 130 times 2, that's 230 units of force going, or 260 units of force going into the back of the ball. Now let's say you've got a guy that is 200 pounds, okay? Now, and he's got the same, we'll say a unit of 2 for acceleration. He's got the same acceleration going into the ball, but his mass is much larger now. He's at 200 pounds. So 200 pounds times that acceleration of 2 units, whatever that may be, he's got 400 units of force going in the back of the ball. That's going to cause that ball to go a lot further. Now, you're going to hear some people say, oh, well, that mass is just in the club head. You can't count the body. Well, let me kind of point out how that doesn't make any sense. If you're a boxer and you got a boxing glove on and you're punching somebody in the face or in the body or whatever, you're putting your mass into that punch. Now, to say that the mass is only talking about the club head mass, that's like saying that a punch from a boxer, the only mass that he's putting into that punch is the glove. It's detaching all the rest of his mass from the glove. Well, we're doing the same thing when we say the mass in that equation, force equals mass times acceleration, is only counting the club head. Well, at what point is that club head detached from the shaft? It's not. When is that shaft detached from your hands? It's not. When's it detached from your arms and your upper body and your entire mass? It's never detached from it. It is one unit coming in, throwing all of that weight into that. I know a lot of you have been out playing, and I'm not disparaging anyone, but I know a lot of you have been out playing golf with very large, overweight people. And you know for yourself that those guys aren't swinging any faster than anyone else. Yet for some reason, they're just crushing the ball a lot further. Well, one of the reasons being is because of their mass. They have a lot more mass, okay? Now, on the same token, if you have two people that have identical mass, but one of them is accelerating through the ball faster than the other person is accelerating, even if they have the same club head speed coming into the back of that ball, the one that's accelerating through is going to have more distance. Again, we go back to force equals mass times acceleration. So if you have more units of acceleration times the same mass, then you're going to have more force. It's simply a saying 2 times 2 equals 4, 2 times 6 equals 12, okay? So it's just as simple as that. It's just a math equation. So let's get back to our swing. How does this swing, how does the Mike Dunaway, Mike Austin swing, or the Your Simple Golf Swing method help you be able to launch that ball a lot further than what the people that think you only have to focus on swing speed will tell you that you could expect? Well, it's built in the way that our swing works. It's built in the way that we shift our weight back to the right-hand side, and then we throw our weight into that left side, and the way that we use our hands and the way that we keep this left arm position, that's going to create the mass that we need, and that left arm staying in place and the club coming through is going to create the acceleration we need. If you want to see a full demonstration of the swing, I put countless videos on my YouTube channel, and you can see where I demonstrate the swing over and over. I can't do that here in my pool area, and I don't want to go out into my hitting area today because it's exceptionally windy out and allergens are just blowing all over the place. So I apologize for that, but if you want to learn this swing, just go down in the description and you'll find the full course, a link for the full online course. You can sign up for it and learn this swing. Or you can take some time and go through my 140 plus videos that are on YouTube and learn it that way. But the whole point of this video is to let you know as a viewer that you are not stuck at the distance that you're currently hitting the ball. You don't have to work on getting faster and faster with your club head. What you need to do is you need to learn how to perform the perfect swing properly. That's something I like to say in a lot of my videos. And what I mean by a perfect swing is I mean a swing that is efficient and effective, and that it uses all of your levers and all of your joints in a very efficient, effective, and powerful way. Don't get caught up thinking you need to learn how to swing the club head faster. What you need to do is learn how to swing it more efficiently and more effectively. And that's what we teach in the Your Simple Golf Swing method. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day.